Married at First Sight viewers have been focused on Michelle Tomlin as the season's villain, but I've changed my mind entirely and believe that David Trimble is the real villain of the season. While things have been difficult between David and Michelle throughout Married at First Sight Season 18's run, the majority of the viewers who have been watching since the matchmaking special have seen more than enough to make their judgments on the cast. Michelle, who shared that she was excited about the new process, has been difficult from the beginning of the season when she first met David. #X2715 remove ads. Michelle and David's first interactions at their MAFS wedding were similar to the other Married at First Sight Season 18 cast members. The pair were hesitant with one another but knew that they'd enjoy the experience of getting to know each other as the experiment continued. Unfortunately, things shifted quickly for Michelle as she learned more about David's life outside of the experiment. When she found out that he was still living with his parents, Michelle had a meltdown, and though she hasn't been tactful about her reaction, seeing David's living situation made it clear he's the villain this season. David-Michelle's MAFS marriage has fans divided. Many were on David's side initially. Close #X2715 remove ads. Although many were initially excited at the idea of David and Michelle as a couple, especially after learning more about them on the Married at First Sight Season 18 matchmaking special, their connection wasn't quick to spark. Traditionally, MAFS cast members do take a bit of time to warm up to one another after their weddings, as they're just getting to know a complete stranger who's just become their spouse. The majority of the MAFS Season 18 cast took some time getting to know their partners, but David and Michelle were the quickest to repel one another after the wedding. When Michelle discovered that she'd been matched with someone who didn't live on his own, she felt like she'd been paired up with the worst possible match on the show. Initially, MAFS fans were divided over David and Michelle's relationship, as it seemed like Michelle was being incredibly unreasonable about David's living arrangement. David had shared in the matchmaking special that he lived with his parents to save money for a home of his own and had lived on his own prior to applying to MAFS. Though his situation wasn't ideal, some understood Michelle's despair while others felt for David. #X2715 remove ads. MAFS viewers have been fed up with Michelle's attitude. She's been a difficult cast member to watch. After the premiere episodes of Married at First Sight Season 18, viewers got to know Michelle a bit better and many came to find her consistent complaints over David's living situation irritating. While Michelle had been clear about what she was looking for from the MAFS experts, it was obvious that she felt she hadn't been listened to in the way she'd meant her requests. Michelle had been looking for a man who was independent and self-sufficient, and though David had a job and was successful in his life, living in his parents' basement was just too much for Michelle. #X2715 remove ads. Instead of doing something about it, however, Michelle just chose to complain bitterly about everything David did in her presence. While she was valid in her feelings in some ways, there were moments where she and David seemed to have a genuine connection that Michelle pushed to the side because of how she felt about his living situation. Many wondered if Michelle wasn't able to handle the perception of David living with his parents more than the actuality of it, pointing the finger as she tore him down. Even so, Michelle's nearly non-stop complaints were incredibly irritating to MAFS viewers. David's behavior has started getting sketchy on MAFS Season 18. He's making many wonder what his real motivation island. #X2715 remove ads. Although David hasn't been perfect on MAFS, many were convinced that he was more a victim than anything else in the early episodes of the season. As the episodes have moved along, though, David has started to become more sketchy in his behavior, making me wonder if he's actually the villain of the season. David, who's potentially part of the MAFS Season 18 cheating scandal, has been giving off a strange vibe throughout his time on the show, especially during the honeymoon trips and the couple's return to reality. David has been making it clear MAFS viewers aren't seeing everything. While his behavior at the beginning of the season was more palatable, David has been making excuses for his living situation, and when he finally brought Michelle back to his parents' house, his basement apartment was a disaster. Dirty and disorganized, Michelle had all her suspicions reaffirmed that David was living in his parents' basement like he was a much younger version of himself. On top of the disorderly living arrangements, David has been flighty and strange with Michelle in moments on screen. Michelle has shared that David has disappeared multiple times throughout the season, which is sounding alarm bells. #X2715 remove ads have come around to David being MAF's Season 18's villain. It's possible there's more to come. While David may not be part of the cheating scandal in the end, his time on MAF's Season 18 has been strange as he's moved through the early phase of his marriage to Michelle. Not only has he been trying to excuse behavior that she has a problem with, but he's been working to deceive her about the state of his space. David made it clear that his space at his parents' house wasn't meant to be a disorderly disaster area, but an apartment that he lived in as a mature adult. The tour of his space begged to differ. #X2715 remove ads. David's behavior, plus the fact that he could be involved in the cheating scandal, has made it clear to me that he's the true villain of Married at First Sight Season 18. After lying to Michelle, ignoring her feelings about his situation, and trying to push her into accepting something below her standards, it's clear that he doesn't genuinely care about her. On top of everything, David has been flighty and absent for his Married at First Sight wife, which has been difficult for her to process. As the show continues, I expect we'll see more poor behavior from David. Married at First Sight airs Tuesdays at 8 p.m. EST. Source: Married at First Sight. Instagram. Your rating: 10 stars, 9 stars, 8 stars, 7 stars, 6 star, 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, 1 star. Rate now 0/10. Leave a review. Your comment has not been saved. 35.5. 4/10. Married at First Sight TV 14 reality romance based on the Danish version of the series. Married at First Sight is a reality show, social experiment that gives singles a chance to find a lifelong partnership with one particular caveat. They must agree to marry a stranger arranged the moment they meet. Experts provide counseling and guidance as they help couples navigate their new marriage with their unknown partner and highlight the journey of the newlyweds from wedding to honeymoon to beginning their new lives together. At the end of 8 weeks, couples will decide to stay married or divorce. Where to watch season: all Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, Season 5, Season 6, Season 7, Season 8, Season 9, Season 10, Season 11, Season 12, Season 13, Season 14, Season 15, Season 16, Season 17. Streamrent by not available. Not available. Streamrent by not available. 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 Not available. Not available. Availability in U.S. cast: Pepper Schwartz, Calvin Roberson, Viviana Coles, Jessica Griffin, John Aiken, Mel Schilling, Alessandra Rampolla, Logan Levkoff, Joseph Silona, Greg Epstein, Rachel Dielto, Devin Franklin. Piaholic. Release date: July 8, 2014. Season 17. Network. Lifetime writers: Lot Offenberg, Bergquist, Razor Rizzotti. Directors: Charlie Mysick, Michael Fitzpatrick Lawrence Jr. Nick Petrie. Showrunner: Sam Dean. Main genre: reality. Expand #X2715 remove ads.